talking about how a cultural institution and those working with it can support a downtown revitalization. And that's one of the things that has been the blueprint for the revitalization of downtown Pittsfield. I'm speaking with Kate Maguire, who is from the Berkshire Theatre Group, who after the sort of merger or transition with the Colonial Theatre has become very much involved in downtown Pittsfield. And you have really taken it by the reins, and now you're the president of the Pittsfield Downtown Board, actually.
I am
so
the president
so you've jumped in with both feet.
Yes, with a wonderful, wonderful group of individuals who care tremendously. And, you know, when we speak about taking care of downtown, yes, the downtown is important, but it's about all of Pittsfield. So how are we interacting with the residents that are downtown, with the business leaders that are downtown, and with all the folks that come downtown? So whether there are tourists coming downtown or whether people are here to shop from Pittsfield or from outside the region, there's a real intersection of everyone that needs to be supported downtown to make sure that the entire area is growing, that there's business development, that people feel safe. That's a huge concern. You know, how are we keeping our streets safe? How are we keeping our streets clean and accessible? So as a member of downtown Pittsfield, you know, we're not only looking at who's walking into the Colonial and how do we keep them happy, and how do we make sure that they walk into all the stores and retail areas downtown, but how are we treating each other? How do we continue to respect each other? How do we deal with some of the folks that are down here for some of the social services that we offer, and make sure that the community is safe? You know, it's not okay if folks that are living in South County or in areas outside of the downtown area don't feel like they want to venture onto North Street or to South Street. It doesn't serve any of us. A vibrant downtown. You know, I remember when I was little growing up in Lowell, Mass, and going downtown every Saturday with my family. It was a real place to meet. And that's what we're trying to make sure continues to happen down here. And
we worked so hard on it, and you've been a big part in continuing that. And a cultural institution, you know, has this place where you're driving a lot of traffic to, so you're kind of like, you know, an anchor store, as it were.
Well, it's true. I mean, if you think about, you know, whether we're doing a matinee or an evening performance, if there are 600 people in this theater and they venture out after a matinee, they're probably going to stop in a store. They're going to stop someplace to eat. In the evening time, they may come early, have a dinner, and then after a show, go out for a cocktail to talk about whatever they've seen. In any case, they're downtown and they're with other folks from Berkshire County. They're meeting other people. All of that is so important, not only for the business that we do, but how do we interact with each other? It's a great point of meeting.
We'll continue our conversation with Kate Maguire of Berkshire Theatre Group right after this.